is July 27, 1990, and the Americans with Disabilities Act was passed yesterday to prohibit discrimination on the basis of disabilities. As we all know, the lawmaking process can be long and tedious, so in today's segment, we're discussing how this bill became a law. An idea for a bill had to be generated from somewhere. It began with the people who challenged the social barriers that excluded the disabled. But in stakes of Congress, the bill was first introduced by Senator Tom Harkins in the Senate on May 9, 1988. The bill was first born when it was read out loud formally on the floor and given to the Senate clerk. The bill was referred to the Senate Committee on Labor and Human Resources, who referred the bill to the Subcommittee on the Handicapped. The bill was then referred to the House Committee on Education and Labor. This committee currently consists of 36 members, 13 Republicans and 23 Democrats. This committee referred the bill to the Subcommittee on Employment Opportunities and the Subcommittee on Select Educations. That same day, the bill was referred to the House Committee on Energy and Commerce. This committee sent the bill to the Subcommittee on Transportation and Hazardous Materials and the Subcommittee on Telecommunications and Finance. The bill was also referred to the House Committee on Public Works and Transportation, who referred the bill to the Subcommittee on Surface Transportation. The bill was referred to the House Committee on Judiciary, who referred the bill to the Subcommittee on Civil and Constitutional Rights. In all of the committees, markups, which are changes or additions to the bill, occurred. Public hearings were held, and then the bill was reported favorably. On September 7, 1989, the bill was passed by the Senate with a yea to nay vote of 76 to 8. The bill was passed by the House of Representatives on May 22, 1990. A conference committee was held on June 6, 1990 to resolve disagreements over the bill. On July 12, 1990, a majority of the House approved the revised bill from the conference committee with a 377 to 28 vote. On July 13, 1990, a majority of the Senate approved the revised bill from the conference committee with a 91 to 6 vote. The bill was presented to the President on July 17, 1990, and it was signed by President H. W. Bush on July 26, 1990 during a signing ceremony. Bush stated in his speech, "3 weeks ago we celebrated our nation's Independence Day. Today we're here to rejoice and celebrate another Independence Day, one that is long overdue. Every man, woman, and child with a disability can pass through once closed doors into a bright new era of equality, independence, and freedom." He was very proud to finally make the bill law. Now many of us are wondering, what exactly does the ADA do? The ADA prohibits discrimination based on a disability. The first part of the Act, Title I, states that employers with 15 or more employees may not discriminate against qualified individuals with disabilities. Employers must also modify workstations and equipment if it creates a hardship for disabled employees. Title II of the Act deals with public services. The government may not also discriminate against qualified individuals with disabilities. Newly developed government facilities must also be fully accessible. There must also be an accessible path of travel provided for restrooms, drinking fountains, and telephone services. Also, 1 car per train must be fully accessible. Title III, Public Accommodations. All facilities must be fully accessible. Any business may not discriminate on a basis of a disability. Elevators may be determined necessary by the Attorney General. New buses and other vehicles must be fully accessible. Title IV, Telecommunications. Telephone companies must provide telecommunications for hearing impaired and speech impaired individuals. Title V, Miscellaneous Provisions. Those with disabilities who have successfully sued a government corporation or a business are protected. An individual can sue a state in order for the state to comply with provisions stated in the ADA. So business owners and states, get out your wallets because this one's going to be expensive. It is July 27th, 1990, and I'm concluding this segment.
Zoe Sweeney, NPR News.
Note, the ADA Amendment Act of 2008 was passed after this segment was filmed in 1990. This act amended the ADA at federal level. This act also broadened the definition of a person who has a disability. Therefore, more people are protected under the ADA.